how the rest of the scramble in front of him?
It was clearly it was a spinner-friendly surface, one that gave the spinners very big advantage. Rashad, I could say he hit a very good line of length, made it tough for our batters to play him consistently. But yeah, I think it was a more spinner-friendly surface, and our batters, we all didn't really adapt as well as we wanted to in that situation. But having said that, still must give credit to the two openers for that start that we had. And there's a lot of learnings to come from this particular game here. But like I said, it was a tough surface to bat on, and it was more spinner-friendly in this situation.
Shane, yesterday Sam said he didn't saw this sort of wicket anywhere, and he also said that the wickets won't play in your mind. So eventually, the wicket little bit playing in your mind, the result shows up. Do you feel this sort of wickets won't help anyone in sort of ICC events or outside Bangladesh?
I'll just say there's a challenging surface. It's one that, as a batter, it's not one you wake up in the morning and dream about batting on. That's all I can say. But yeah, credit must be given to their bowlers for exploiting the conditions a lot more than ours. And just one of those days where their spinners, I would say, out-bowled our spinners, and their batters did the same with our batters.
Shay, what type of conversations after the first innings? Is it look like that you can chase it, and it was 551 for 0 at the time? How was your mind at the time?
Well, any target that's been set, any opposition, you got to feel as though you can chase it down. If a team scores 500 in a 50-over game, you got to believe that you can score that target. So we always had the belief as a batting group that we can get the job done. We understood the difficulty with the surface. We saw and we took some of the learnings from their batters. They didn't try to chase the game. They always felt as though they just needed something on the board. And if the locals are playing a certain way on the surface, then something must be different about the surface. But yeah, we felt as though we were in a comfortable position, especially from the start that we had with our two openers. But then fell away in the middle period there. We didn't stick in as long as we wanted to. We didn't have that foundation and continue the momentum from the openers. So batters, we need to lift our game a bit more in the second game, and yeah, just try to level the series.
Shay, just two questions. Firstly, white ball series tours are so short these days. You've virtually got no sort of leading time into the series. I think you just have the one practice session. So I guess how challenging is it to basically land quick practice and go straight into the series? And then secondly, talk to us about Pierre. He was probably one of the highlights in terms of your bowling effort. Where's he been for the last 5 years?
Well, yes, it's always a challenge. The schedule nowadays is so hectic. It's actually so different to what I was accustomed to when I first started playing as well. And if we're talking about different formats, it's not to say we're just playing one particular format and just continue the transition. For me personally, it's very tough, especially going from one extreme to the next, whether it's the conditions or whether it is the actual format. So that in itself is a challenge. You got to talk about some guys who have been coming from the Caribbean. The jet lag hours that you got to try to recover from. All those things play a part as well. And then Carey, he's been very consistent. You saw the consistency in lines and lengths gave you the success. He didn't get a big 5-wicket haul, but it was very commendable, the areas that he hit. Even in the power play when he just had 2 fielders out, he came in and bowled. I think it was a maiden in the first over he bowled today as well. So yeah, it's great to see him back. He's been in the CPL, he's been very consistent, especially in the power play. He's been showing his class. He's been doing well in the first class arena as well back in the West Indies. So it's a nice, comeback for him in the ODI format, and hopefully he can grow from there and give the other spinners some confidence as well to follow him.
Hello, Sheikh. You batted in the middle for a while. What were the particular challenges you faced in the bat? And we saw the first scenes that the white ball was getting dirty. So was it hard to put it out after that?
Well, it's just the surface. It was just challenging. It's one of those pitches when you never feel as though you're in as a batter. So yeah, it was just tough. It was tough for both teams. Not to say that it changed. I don't think the surface changed at all. It's just the consistency with line and length that the Bangladeshi spinners hit made it a lot more challenging for us. So we just need to take the learnings from this game and find ways as batters to not let them settle. Maybe be a little bit more positive and try to take them off their lengths a bit more. But we definitely found it difficult in the middle. That's just reality, and we just got to put this game behind us and then come a lot stronger for the second one.
All right, one more. Anybody?
Yeah. What about the next game? I mean, going series, the rest of these matches, do you expect it to get worse, or do you think the home team will have a better medicine?
Well, we never know what we're going to get. You still have to assess and adapt when the bell rings next game. But if we do have something similar, then we'd have an understanding from this first game. So it can, play into our minds a little bit better. But yeah, we can't really look too far ahead. We got to play what we see in front of us and not focus too much on the surface. Take the learnings from the surface, but don't get too far ahead of ourselves.
All right. Thank you, guys.